most at times when people hear about land investment, the first thing that comes to their mind is buying land to build. Now, land investment is beyond building. Now, there's a way you can make money through land investment that does not deal with building of house. Now, in this video, I'm going to be telling you all you need to know about land investment. So if you get to watch this video to the end, I ensure you that you are going to gain value from this video. So what is land investment? Let me start defining land investment in a layman language. Now, land investment is the art of buying into a land with the intention of making profit out of that land. Now, how do you make profit out of a land if you are buying into a land and you don't have the intention of building? That is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So first, there are different ways you can actually make money through land investment and that does not deal with building. Although there's also a part that deals with building of houses, but there's also another part that deals with not building a house on that land you buy. Now, when it comes to land investment, there are different ways you can actually make money through land investment. Now, there's one of the ways people actually use to make money through land investment, which people know as land banking. Now, this is when you go to a fast developing area or an emerging location, and when development has started happening in that location, you buy into that location with the intention of reselling that land and getting profit when that property has gained appreciation, when that property has started getting demand in that location. That means development has started happening in that area. And how do you know the best time you can buy into that location? That is what you are going to be learning also in this video. So when it comes to land investment, now one of the things that matter is timing. Now, any transaction that deals with land, that deals with real estate, timing matters. Now, a lot of people will want to invest in real estate. Now, those are the people that miss out a lot of real estate opportunity. When development start happening in a location, at that time, property or land in that location are very much affordable at the low entry level. Now, people fail to invest in those locations because of people have not started demanding in that location. Now, those people that have the vision, that see what is going to happen in that location in the next 10 years, they buy into that location, and when people start demanding for land in that location, they resell that property 10 times higher the amount they used and buy into that land. That is how land investment works. Now, how do you position yourself to be an investor that know the exact time to invest in a location and gain huge return? Now, when it comes, one thing about real estate is positioning. If you position yourself well, you are going to gain good return in the real estate market. And what are the things to look at for when doing land investment? First is the location. Now, you need to look at the location when it comes to land investment. If you invest in the right location, your investment is going to appreciate and give you good return, which is called capital gain. If you invest in the wrong location, your investment suffer and you find it difficult to resell that land. Remember, some people are buying land not for the purpose of building, but for the purpose of reselling to gain capital gain. Now, when you come to a location and you want to invest in that location, there are some things you should look at for. There are some factors you should look at for before you invest in that location. You need to look at what is happening around that location you want to invest in. Are there government plan in that location? Are there any infrastructural development going on in that location? Is there any development that is going to come to that location? That is what you are going to be looking at for before you start land investment. Second is the documentation, which is the title document that the land carries. Now, when you are investing in land investment, you are doing land investment, ensure that the land you are about to buy has a good title document, a C of O, a deed of assignment, a deed of conveyance, any other deed that land carry. Ensure that that land have a good title document. You verify that land well, that the land does not fall under litigation or does not fall under government acquisition, so that your investment is going to be safe. Remember, some people are buying that land for the purpose of the future to resell and gain capital gain. Thirdly is affordability. Now, most people want to invest in land, but they want a land that is very much affordable. Now, you can actually get a land that is very affordable. However, you have to have it in your mind that land that are very much affordable are not in a developed area. They are either in a fast developing area, an area that is still expressing development, when development is still coming to that area. And also another thing is patience. Now if you want to do land investment, now this is an investment that deals with time and patience. That is why it's called capital appreciation. So when doing land investment, you should have the intention that this is an investment that is going to deal with time. It takes a lot of time before development start happening in that area, before people start demanding in that location, especially those that are looking forward to buy cheap land with the mindset of reselling that property. So as a first time buyer and you're looking forward to own your property, and you have the intention of buying to a location where it's still cheap and reselling it, now you should have it in your mind that this is an investment that is going to take time before the property is going to yield and start giving you good return of investment. Now another way of making money through land investment is what we call cash flow. Now this part is where you buy a land for the purpose of building house, and people either pay you rent, or you build an Airbnb apartment so people are going to be paying you weekly or daily. Now this is another way of making money through land investment. So when it comes to land investment, it doesn't only deal with buying land where you can buy, build, moving with your family, or buying land where people are going to be paying you rent, or buying land where you can build for hotels or Airbnb. No, there's also a way you can actually make money through land investment by buying to a land that is in a fast developing area, or an area that does start expressing development but have good growth in the future. Remember, you are buying the future of that location. That is why it is an investment that deals with time and patience. So if you are watching this video now as a first time buyer, as a Nigerian that based in diaspora, and you want to start land investment right here in the city of Enugu, and you don't know the location where you can actually start a fast developing location right here in the city of Enugu, I can help you out. All you have to do is to call or WhatsApp me on this number showing on your screen. Let's discuss your budget right here in the city of Enugu. I am Freddy Chinoso, your real estate friend based here in the city of Enugu, and the goal of this video is to educate you more about land investment right here in the city of Enugu.